what it is, everybody? It's your boy, I grind Yugioh, Rennie Whitehead, and I'm coming with a new deck tier list post January forbidden list, Yu-Gi-Oh TCG. So I want to thank everybody for supporting me. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay updated on new videos coming, new commentary, new live stream. I'm gonna keep everything fresh for everybody and new videos on the way. But let's get into the tier list. So let's start. First deck, Dragon Link. I think Dragon Link will be maybe tier. I think maybe tier 1.5. My reason, Dragon Link won Worlds for TCG. I think the deck has a lot of potential. Many people play it. I think it's very consistent. Does very well. Very hard to stop if it pops off. So I think this deck has been doing a lot and will stay 1.5. I can't say tier 1 because it's not the best deck, but it definitely does a lot. Now let's go to the next one. Branded, I think branded will be tier 2. The reason why I say branded be tier 2 is because Ash Blossom. If you Ash Branded Fusion, the deck stops. You don't even have to say much more after that. But branded is okay, but it's not scaring anybody. So everybody knows you have the Ash, you win the game. So let's go to the next one. Centurion. Let's see. So far, I'm gonna put it at top of tier list 1.5 because so far that Calamity's lock is crazy. It's something to be taken serious. Do not play around with this deck. Look on how to beat this deck, where to hand trap it, where to get all the interactions and everything. Read the cards, know what this deck does. This deck is powerful. Do not play around with this deck. So I will put it at the top of tier 1.5 for now. Unchained. I think so far Unchained will be top of tier 2. Unchained won the YCS. It's a really strong deck. I think the consistency will get hit. It won't be as powerful. It's kind of falling off a little bit. And I think most people who have been playing the deck are tired of playing the deck and want to play something new. So I think Unchained will be top of tier 2 for now. But if anything, we'll see. But it has fallen off a little bit. The Ib deck. Let me see. Where should I put this? I will put this at the bottom of tier 2 for now. So far, everything I've been seeing, the deck is okay. It's been some combo powers for the deck. Nothing crazy, but people have been trying stuff, but I haven't seen nothing that's been really successful. So as of right now, I'm putting it at the bottom of tier 2. Let's see. This. I do not know why I have this image right here. But this is for tier. I think tier will be at the bottom of 1.5. Oh no. I have tier right here. Tier will be at the bottom of 1.5. The reason why I say that is tier has been the best deck of many formats. I don't think it won't go anywhere. The Yugioh and the Kelbeck hit definitely will hurt the deck, but it won't hurt it that much. This deck is hard to kill, Every time somebody says the deck is dead, they find new innovations. This deck has been very powerful. It is a force to be reckoned with. So I will put it at the bottom of 1.5. Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna put it at the top of 1.5. You can't say tier isn't the best deck until it's proven. Well, it's not the best deck, but top of 1.5. Purely, I think I'll put Purely. It has gotten hit, so I will put it. I put it a little bit behind Centurion. Yeah. The reason why I say that Noir, more than 5 materials, unaffected, you have to deal with that card. I played against that deck. I hate it. The only reason why I run Skill Drain. But them drawing cards in the standby phase is like crazy. Like draw one, draw one, draw one. It's like I don't have time for that. But it is a very powerful deck. You have to respect it. For now, I see it in the middle of tier 1.5. Exo Sister, I think I will put Exo Sister at, let me see. I'm gonna put Exo Sister at Rogue. The reason why I put it at Rogue, you haven't really seen many people playing it. You have to kind of respect it. Not respect it, but you have to know how to interact with the deck. If you never played against it, get familiar with it. You might see people pop up with it, but it is a good deck. I cannot lie. I even played the deck. I topped with the deck a couple times, so you have to respect Exo Sister in a way. So Fire King. Let's see. Where will I put Fire King? Fire King will be top of tier one for now. This deck right here, you have to respect it. With the Phantom Nightmare stuff coming out, fire decks just have to be respected in general. So make sure you, if you're not playing this deck, learn about it, learn the interactions, read the cards. January, February, this card will be everywhere. All kind of different variations. Tribigate, the Dogmatica, the Sinful Snake Eyes, everything. This deck you will see it, and it will be topping many events. So make sure you get familiar with it. Infernoble. Let me see. Infernoble, I will put. Let me. I think I'll put Infernoble at the top of tier two. Zold got hit. Thank you very much. I think it needs to get hit. Zold gone. I think this deck will maybe. Nah, let me put it right here. No, let me put it behind Brandon. I think this deck will be at the bottom of tier two now. I don't think many people will play with it. Most people don't like to try things that just got banned or aren't at full power. So I'll leave that right there. I don't know why this is there. Cash Terra. I will put Cash Terra. Surprisingly, I'll put it right here. The reason why I said Cash Terra gets a big buff. Pankratops coming to 2. Pankratops is level 7. Pankratop you can normal summon off birth for a free interaction, a free pop, a big body. You could beat over almost not anything, but most things. You could beat over a Fenrir, Unicorn, any big body that you need to get over. You could just special summon the Pankratops. You can normal summon it off birth. You can special summon it if you're going second. Free pop, big body. Unicorn coming to 3 also makes the deck more consistent. So I think that will really help the deck, and it'll catch a lot of people off guard. As long as shifters in the format, you have to respect Cash Tier. People hate to admit it, but you have to respect it. Rescue Ace, I will put. For now, I'll put it at the bottom of tier 1. Rescue Ace is a powerful deck with the Sinful Spore stuff. The Dark Witch, you have to respect her. She is almost the face of the game right now. That with the wanted stuff, you have to play it. If you don't, you're doing something wrong. I'm not saying you have to invest the money, but it's an expensive engine for some reason. For a reason. You already know why. Because it's really good. But the fire decks so far are tier 1, and at the top of the list, you have to respect it. The Speed Roy, Charlemagne off the Breakfast Club, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. I'm not gonna say don't play it, but that ain't it. I don't think it'll make an impact. Don't waste your time. But let's go to the next deck. Labyrinth trap deck. Let's see where this will land. I think this will land at the bottom of tier 1. It's getting more support. Another trap card or a transaction rollback, I think. But this deck so far has already been making a somewhat splash at the last YCS. People like to say YCS baloney, but Bologna or whatever. It's been in top cut. It's been making pretty good moves. Hasn't really got hit besides the floodgates, but Eradicator is still here. The other card, the Butler, that could let you set a card turns hero, is like 2 fire. The trap, Big Welcome and Welcome Labyrinth are crazy. This deck right here will see more play. So I think this is the deck that if you're not playing the fire decks, you're either playing this, and if you're not, you're crazy. The deck is good. Oh yeah, I'll switch this with the Cash Tier. and I'll put that right here. For the next deck, Sprite. Started at 3. Let's see. Mm, I think for now I put Sprite at the top of the road. Sprites have been doing okay. I don't think Starter really changed anything. I think there's another level 2 coming out, MP, like the IP, but I think it'll be okay. But for now, it's not really gonna make too big of a splash. Sword Soul. I have been seeing people talk about Sword Soul here and there. It has been coming back into the scene a little bit, but for now, uh, Sword Soul got second place at World, so I'm gonna have to put it at. I'll put it above the Ib deck, but I'll make it almost at the bottom of tier 2. People have to show me something, but Sword Soul is a good cheap budget deck if you want to learn and be kind of competitive. But I give it a little respect. This was for tier, but we already have tier at the top of 1.5. Salomon Great. Uh, you rarely see Salad, but I'm gonna put Salad in the road. Shifter is in the game. I don't know. It's a fire deck, but still at the same time, I'm putting it at the top of the road. I'm not scared of it. I'm not worried about it. Branded Chimera. I have to put this above Sword Soul and tier 2. And the reason why I say is this deck right here has a lot of recursion, a lot of pops. You go at end phase, pop one in hand. You can interact with your opponent a lot. Fusion deck, you have to be scared of a fusion deck. I almost respect this deck more than the pure branded, but that's my opinion. But I love this deck right here. I don't play it, but I play against it, and it's really good. This right here, the Dragon Link Bestial Runic deck. I don't know. I will put this deck at the top of tier 2. The reason why I say it, I've been playing against some people who play it, and like Joe Button says, it's a 2-pack of booty. It ain't going nowhere. This deck, nobody's scared of it. Draw Shifter, the Runic cards, not doing nothing. Now, Runic is a good engine. I'm not going to lie. The Bestials are a good engine. But the deck together is not doing nothing. I'm not afraid of it. Don't worry about it. I'm putting it at the top of tier 2 only because I won the YCS. Shout out to Joshua Smith, but I don't think it's that good. And it hasn't really done. Everybody that's been trying out told me soon they sit down and play me, they're like, man, this deck is not all that. So, Vanquish Soul. I'm gonna put this deck. Master Duel. This deck is doing amazing, but I don't know. I'm gonna put it at top of the road. I don't see too many people playing this deck. It's not really doing too much. I don't know. I'm not gonna put too much time into that. Orcus. I'm glad that Harp Horror is back, but on this tier list, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna put Orcus at the bottom of 1.5. Don't yell at me, but I'm gonna be that guy. Bottom of 1.5. I think Orcus will make a good splash in the game. It'll shake things up. I like Dengirsu and the whole Orcus thing. I played that years back, and I think it'll make a splash. I think that whole engine and everything will be really good. I have seen Orcus tier, mini Orcus, mixtures or whatever. But I think this will come back and make a big impact and big splash in the game. So I'm ready to see it. This deck, the second most deck that I hate, Flunderies. Let's see where this will land. I think Flunderies will end up in the middle of tier 2. The reason why I say it plays Shifter. This deck, when it pops off, it pops off. You don't have an interaction. It's just crazy. Deck does too much stuff. You have to respect it. The birds, caca, the birds gonna do their thing. So you have to respect this deck. But I think it'll end up in the middle of tier 2. And I think it will every now and then sneak in and do its thing. But so far, this is my tier list. I think the tier 1 decks, the Fire Kings, Rescue Ace, and Labyrinth. Look out for these decks in the format coming up. You have to respect them. Do not overlook these decks. If you do not know what these decks do now, you need to look it up, read the cards, know every interaction. And at the top of 1.5, I think tier limits. You cannot not respect this deck. tier limits will forever be tier one until the deck is dead. So this is my tier list for my post ban list January 2024 format. I know YCS Vegas, the 3v3 YCS is coming up, so I'll be going there. But this is my tier list for the format coming up. I want to thank you all. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned to my videos. More live streams, more commentary, more reviews coming in the future. Rennie Whitehead, I Grant Yugioh, signing out.